Welcome back to a new crochet vlog. Please get your favorite snack, beverage and the project you're currently working on, because this is where mine started. I have been working on some granny square. I need to finish, and the awesome part about this is that two people have made these granny squares. Let me cook. I have a friend of mine who is still new to crochet and wanted to make a blanket. She did start. She made 51 squares like this, right? But now she was like, I need you to help me join them. And I came to the rescue. So the difference is that we have different tensions. So this is hers and this is mine. Hers is a bit larger. And also we have this error. This should be HTC, right? So my thinking was just unraveling it till this last two, so that when I use a 5mm hook, she uses a 4mm hook, but my tension is tight, it will turn into this. So that was what basically I've been doing, because I love the idea of two people making a blanket. I've been left with 15 of these to finish, and also the fact that I have to add like 28 more squares. If I had used this, there would have been a lot of disparity, because my 28 will look like this and it wouldn't have been the same. So that's why we have had to unravel till the second square. Meanwhile, there are these ones which she started but didn't add the white border. So for this one, I will just unravel till the second. So it's just one row. I've made like 15 more of this. So this is the only ones remaining. And that will make work so much easier. Meanwhile, out of the 28 I needed to add, I've done 5, so it's 23 more. And I'm so excited that it's almost done, and then we'll just do the joining part, right? So I'm thinking we start with this one, because we're just unraveling one row, right? Then we do the white border. I have my 5mm hook, my scissors. Yeah, and then after that, hopefully we'll finish this today on Sunday. There are 15, right? And then within these ends, then the only thing remaining will be now doing these two. I will be unraveling 2 rows, or frog in 2 rows. Let me use knitting and crochet terms. And then it will only remain in the joining part, which I'll be doing with join as you go. I'm using single crochet. I prefer single crochet. Yeah, so we might as well get going, right?
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your
Thank you, and gather around. Let's go. Come on, come on.
This is the time of your life.
Stay at work.
Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Managing partner. My goal isn't true. You can call me Sam.
Okay, hi Sam.
Hey. Looks like we're both playing hooky.
Yeah, looks like that.
You promised.
I'm actually realizing this unraveling until the second row is a good thing, because as you can see, the third row should be chain 2 in between the double crochet clusters, and this one was done chain 1. That's why it was shriveling. So yeah, here we are correcting with the love.
Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise.
Let's weave in the end. I love this plastic done in needle. Normally I use this one, but sometimes it tends to pick on the yarn. I so love this one. It works so much easier for me. Ends weaved in. Now let's add the white parts. Before all in a day's work. Oh. How many more good to go? About 35.
It came from one of Elias' soldiers. Since Elias has been in prison, his men have struck.
2,000 years later.
It's weeks later, and we're getting back to finishing off these Sunburst Granny Squares. Right now we have about 70 squares, and I wanted to make a blanket that's 121 by 121. So we had to add about 50 of them, and this is just me strategizing how I will arrange it. Will it work? Let's wait and see. Because we have quite a number of color variation, I decided to just make solid ones, either fully with one color or using two colors. We start with one single color, then we do the outer edge with two, or rather one other color, or we start with 2 rows of the same color and one with the outer edge. It made things so much easier. Let me do show your housemate, your lover, the love of your lives.
Guess who showed up 3 days ago?
What's the one part in the knit or crochet process that you really do not look forward to? For me, it's just weaving in the ends, and I was like screaming, but we had to do it.
Yeah, you would have killed her yesterday.
Phyllis Bergen, the order definitely came from Nikki Fisher.
So how does Fisher fit into all of this? Here's the software footage.
Good morning. Good afternoon. It's the moment of truth. Want to see if we have enough granny squares to now just finish off this blanket like a pilot. And let's see what we got, right?
From the first moment I saw you, I knew I had to make you mine. Wanted to know everything.
90, those are 90. I hope they're 121. 1, 2, so that it can be. I hope they're 121 so that it can be 11 by 11.
What's something I can do for you, darling?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That would make you smile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Hey! 1, 2, 3, 7, 10. Okay. I think we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So roughly, there it will be. That purple.
Change, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. I love your style,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
love your
10.
grace. Said I love to put a smile on
This
your
row, it should be 10 by 12. What? This is harder than I thought it would be. I haven't started the drawing part. Okay, let's finish arranging. This is harder than I thought, but hello, the colors are popping. Like what? I'm gonna do across. Same, just so it will go like this and in the middle. Then the rest of the colors, right? So that it is, how many? Will be across, will be 10, then width will be 12, right? So it will be like 52 inches by roughly 62 inches. That makes sense. Otherwise I will not stress myself about the placement. Bas, like that. Let me tell you mine. See, this thing, arranging this thing has disturbed me. How much? For 3 hours? Pana. That was shona evil. So after spending hours and hours arranging and rearranging this, sasa this is how you support me. Yeah? Excuse you? Arranging these things has been the hardest thing I've done this week. So I'm just putting them in bundles to make it easier to just pick them up and crochet as I go. Yeah. Hey, it's fun until you have to arrange the cards. I am so grateful I ever bumped into this join as you go technique. It has made it so much easier to join squares. I do not like sewing so much, but I'm trying to change that attitude. Meanwhile, I love the join as you go because you don't get to add extra yarn unless now you run out of yarn and have to join. There's no weaving in ends because you're using just one continuous yarn. And though the process might take long, I find it so much neater, especially after you steam block it.
Not on target, but it's
Leg day.
off by much here. He started this by whipping it out wide. Great.
You can use different stitches to do this join as you go. There are some who use double crochet. So for example, for my Sunburst Granny Square, I wouldn't have finished the last row for one square, though the other one should be complete. For my example, we are taking 2 squares, one where the edge has been finished with single crochet and the other one which is row, this yellow one. You single crochet in that yellow one. You remove your hook, place it under the one that's finished, tuck in the yarn, then you return again, single crochet, remove hook, take it under the finished one, pull the yarn, do that again. It's very simple, especially when you get to the rhythm, and it makes so much work easier for me, though it does take long. The advantages is that you don't have to weave in ends, you don't have to poke yourself with a needle. I know I need a better attitude when it comes to sewing, and I'm really correcting that. So if this is something you want to check out and you make quite a number of granny squares like I am trying to do this year, then join as you go might be the technique that might save your life. Meanwhile, I very much enjoyed doing this project during the cold season, and while World Cup has been ongoing, it's been just perfect companion. Morning from this side. So last night, or was it last morning? This is the match we did. We did 2 rows. In my defense, we started at 4 p.m. So hopefully today I'll get to do maybe 2 to 3 rows, if not 4. I don't want to overreach. I'm already ready with the the next panel. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to catch up with my temperature blanket. I have officially finished January and February, right? I want it to be in such a way that I will not strain, So I'm trying to keep up so that even at the end of the year, the only thing that will be remaining is December. Then we do the final part, then January we'll join the blanket together and see how the temperature changed. I've finished, this is March, right? March and April I've finished. I just need to add the white panel. May is not yet finished. I've run out of lavender yarn, so I need to get that. And then June, I've barely started. Again, because I don't have lavender and coral is this one, I will have to go get more. And that being said, tomorrow I'll have to go to town to get fleece yarn to add us back into this and add lavender and coral for this project. Also, I need to get yarn for my next affordable art show project, so I can start in July. At least by July I've finished one piece for submissions. So tomorrow I'll have to go to town. It's not my most favorite place to go to at this point in my life. I find it a bit congested and overwhelming, but I have to do this. Meanwhile, what is making the trip more exciting is that I won that gift voucher. So we're going to go to Osana and get yarn winder, embroidery hoop, because sometimes I do struggle when I'm doing those personal hand labels for blankets. It will make things so much easier. And also I would love to explore embroidery. So yeah. And then another ball of t-shirt yarn. I have one here. So with 2, I will be able to make a basket for my mom. I'm going to see her hopefully in July. So I want to get ready for that. And then maybe I'll add 1 or 2 hooks. In my defense, I had a rubber tipped 3mm hook that I use for my tapestry crochet. That always my go-to hook. It doesn't matter how big the project is when it comes to tapestry crochet. So I am left with 2. I added another one, but for extra security measures, I want to add 1. So maybe that will be either 3 if they have, or a 3.5. 3.5 is what I now use. Both of my favorite hooks. But this one I'm using 5.5, right? Because initially some of the squares were done by my friend. So because of attention issues, she used 4mm. So me, I went 5.5 because my tension is usually tight. So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do this Sunday. So I'll update this one just to see where I will reach, and then we continue on with this blanket. Hopefully, maybe by Tuesday we would have been done joining it together. Then I will wash it first. Then we'll add the fleece, right? Right. I hope you've been well. You've been taking care of yourself. Yeah. Keep holding the faith. Keep on creating. Hi, Dixie. Dixie is here. So yeah. Meanwhile, we're trying to explore what it means to block, and I've seen positive effect. So I made this pouch for my hooks a while ago, and some parts were curling the edges along with my tapestry crochet. Usually the right side usually curls over here, so I'm trying to see how effective this is. My friend gifted me this steamer and I feel like it will add some oomph to my tapestry crochet projects. I am so grateful, honestly. So let's wait and see, right? I really love living dangerously, because what is that? Yeah. Now is when I'm reaching back home from the errands from town. I thought I would be back in the house by 1 so I can finish the rest of this blanket, but it seems maybe it wouldn't be feasible. I thought I would finish this blanket by June. Tomorrow is the last day of June. I don't know where this deadline came from, but so now I just want to go shower, then prepare dinner, and see if we'll add like a panel while we watch today's episode of the World Cup. I just need a massage. Hi, doggy. Dixie is here saying hi. Morning. Breakfast. We've done. We're on the 5th row. Hopefully today we'll finish this.
Go with that summer after the day over. I felt him again.
I really underestimated, or is it overestimated, how much I will take to join these squares. Please muongeze bao ingine tena Cote d'Ivoire. Aje?
golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right.
So, I thought that I can multitask, making a podcast voice note, watch football while I... Tell me why I'm making a cube out of this blind. Itabidi nimebomoa hii kitu. But it's just there. Well, please do not try this at home. Only one row remaining. One row. Station the last square finally. And Senegal has scored like 2 goals. So win-win situation. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's afternoon. So I've finished arranging the squares, 12 by 10 squares, right? And that gives me a blanket of 53 by 62 inches. So when I went to buy this felt, I almost made a mistake. So initially, my idea was to do 11 by 11 squares to make it a perfect blanket or a squared blanket. Then afterwards is when I came and changed it to be 10 by 12, right? So initially I went and asked the lady how much, because that would have given me a 57 by 57 inch blanket. So I was like, how much felt material do I need? And then she was like 1.5. But something in me kept telling me just take 2, because that was the initial meters I wanted, 2 by 2 meters. That would have been perfect for an adult sized blanket. And I'm grateful I listened to that voice, because now, even though we have excess, it's better to have excess than to have limited, because tukianza kuambia client hapa nilinunua hapa material kidogo. So yeah, that's the part where I just wanted to highlight. Always go excess than under. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this to shave off the excess felt. I'm now deliberating on how I will join the two. Initially, there's a special blade for this that will help you make perforations, but I don't have that blade, so it will mean I'll just have to go old school, and I will have to sew with yarn and needle. I will use the blanket stitch, and then we will align the two backing and the blanket, and then when I'm doing the knitting of the edges with single crochet, I will pick both this and the one that will be made on this lining. I will show you, and hopefully I will have an in-depth video separate from this one to showcase how I'm gonna do it. So now kazi kwangu, cut and then add the blanket edging and then align. Hopefully it won't take so much time, and then we do the final border, add tassels, and we are done. I know that was more telling than showing, so let's do the showing part. We are back. Please remind me in the future to invest in a self-healing mat. Would have made it so much easier to cut this, but I will put cardboard on the back of this when I'm cutting. Meanwhile, I've made like a mini ruler. This is where I've started with 1/2 inch, but I feel like that will be too wide. So we're gonna go with a 1/4 inch that I will use to mark against the fleece where I'll put the blanket stitch, right? So let's cut and then we start sewing. We have a long way to go. So yeah, final measurements. It's very fascinating. Dixie is not excited at this point. Normally he would have been jumping on it, but I respect the fact that he realizes that this is not my blanket and it should be clean. The floor has been just cleaned, so everything is clean. So let's cut. This is definitely a learning curve. Definitely. Self-healing mat. We are coming for you.
Do you see what you mean by that?
You don't need to change this mind. Why are you misbehaving? No, I don't need to mess this.
No. I told you. I don't
Continue.
want to.
So we have finished the cutting. The excess is for selvage. We will use a 1/2 inch everywhere, so don't you worry. So this is the extra 1/2 inch we added, which we have folded. Then we're using our ruler to just mark. I don't want to leave permanent marks, so we're using a pencil. That's how I will do the whole piece, so that I will be inserting my hook over here. It will make the easier, instead of eyeballing, so that it looks uniform. And we shall be using this white yarn. I don't want to use the chunky one. I don't want it to be too heavy. So
I can provide one for you to look at tomorrow. Perfect. Guess we'll head back to the hotel, come back in the morning. Oh, that's a long drive. You can spend the night here. I insist. Sounds good.
Okay, thank you so much. Just let me know if you're ready. Someone you work with at MI6? Yeah. He does security work for companies operating on Triple Frontier. He put the word out from that end, but no one's seen him. Gordon?
Yeah, I'll tell her.
I've already finished 2 sides, and it's currently 2 a.m. So I want to finish this side, then we go sleep. We shall continue tomorrow. Such is life. So I am doing blanket stitch, just to remind you, and I'm using white thread so that you can't see it. So I test drived my idea, and this is how one side looks like. I feel like I've succeeded, and this has been so easy. and effortless. Even doing the blanket edging has been so easy. So after this, we're gonna do 3 rows of double crochet or HDC. We'll decide. But all in all, I feel like it's a success. Watching Magnum during Halloween makes me so nostalgic. Anyway, did I tell you that I said I will do this within 12 hours? Where is that piece? Tell me why it is taking hours and hours. Huh? Oh my god. But it's coming out so neat. I don't know if you can see it. You can't even see it. That's how good it is. Meanwhile, welcome for dinner. Karibu sana. Good morning from this side. Look at that. I've crocheted one side. I've added blanket stitch to the fleece on 2 sides. Now we have 2 more sides to go. Then we finish adding the fleece and finalize the border. Somebody's going somewhere. So wish me luck. I feel like flu is coming for me, so I'm gonna struggle a little bit, but we have to finish this, right? This is the side that I have done, and then this is the side I've sewed the hem, but I've not joined the 2 together. So I'm trying to align it so that I can decide how far I should bend this edge, right? But so far so good. In daylight, this is how it looks like, and I'm so proud. I want to align so that things go perfectly, right?
So high, feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me. They said slow down, son, take your time, but I was born running every stop sign.
Shelley finished adding the blanket stitch to the fleece. So now it's just to finish joining it very fast. As you can see, the hem and the stitch length are almost the same, and that will make it just so much easier to sew together. So you just want to bear that in mind when you're doing this. Then you just do that across the blanket. You can see how it's become so easy to join it. So after this, I just keep on doing the edge. We'll do white, then green, then pink. And this mint and this pink.
join them across this way down a row already. So you can see right there the join. April, May, June.
God bless the beautiful soul that gifted me this steamer, because it had made a very beautiful difference when it comes to stretching out the blocks. At this point, they are relaxed and they're not even puffing, and you can see the difference. So steaming does work on acrylic yarn. You might just want to go experiment for yourself. After seeing this for myself, I'll be doing more of that. Hi, what's happening there with the curtain? So the final reveal, or should we do the drop down? Let's close out the vlog with the drop down then. Wow, it's pretty heavy. What? Will this work? I'm going to need a stool. Front, the back. Oh.